the legacy of slavery through the neoliberal lens. There's nothing I hate more than when liberals try to sanitize and romanticize the legacy of slavery to fit their nationalist agenda. Whenever there is a first Black president, first Black Supreme Court justice, first Black CEO, the media will jump on the opportunity to say, see, this is what progress looks like. This is what our ancestors dreamed of. We are a living testament of progress. All of this serves to praise assimilation into the white power structure. Because while Condoleezza Rice, Barack Obama, Colin Powell, Ketanji Brown Jackson walk the halls of Washington and the White House, none of them have improved the quality of life for the members of the communities they claim to represent. They haven't reduced poverty in Black communities, they haven't defunded the police, they haven't ended environmental racism, and globally, they have stood by and encouraged sanctions on African nations, regime change, coups, looting of resources, and drone strikes on the continent their ancestors came from. The purpose of toothless Black leaders in the community is to sell the idea that you can change the system from within, to convince children that if they follow in the footsteps of sellout coons and imperialists, if they put their identity and morals second to national interests, they can make it too. No, don't take direct action. Don't strike. Don't defend yourself. Don't stand your ground. Be passive. Nonviolent. Be complacent. Civil. Shut up and march like you've been doing for 70 years. Maybe another 60 years will change something. Black identity, liberation, and international solidarity goes against the interests of centuries of capitalist propaganda and American policy. Nelson Mandela was labeled a terrorist. Malcolm X, MLK, and others were surveyed by COINTELPRO. Surveillance and the disappearance of Black activists, especially after the Trayvon Martin uprising, is common. Colin Kaepernick still has been blacklisted, and the NBA strike was talked down by none other than Barack Obama. They can put Harriet Tubman on the nickel, but there are still streets, schools, universities, hospitals, airports, and towns named after slave owners. To pretend that slaves would be ecstatic to have a seat at a table instead of planting a bomb under it is intellectually disingenuous. Why should Black Americans beg and audition to be included in a nation that kidnapped and enslaved our ancestors? Is the meaning for Black people to be expected to sing Kumbaya, forgive and forget, and move on from the encyclopedia of human rights abuses and crimes against humanity that this country has committed? There are no awards they could give us, no street signs, murals, holidays, or hollow accolades that would rectify the generations of brutality me and my ancestors endured under the American flag. True Black leaders have a target on their back because directly confronting or contesting the legitimacy of America's continued existence is dangerous by any means necessary.